Imagine walking through a dense forest after a summer rain. The creek murmurs beside your path, mist rises from moss-covered logs, and the air is saturated with the earthy, green, mineral-rich perfume of life. This sensory immersion is more than pleasant. It is a full-body healing experience shaped by millennia of evolutionary wiring. When we inhale the distinct scents of forest rain, our nervous system, brain chemistry, and immune function are transformed. In this article, we explore the compounds behind those smells, their biological origins, and how they affect our neurobiology, well-being, and even metabolism. Petrichor, Earth's breath after rain. Compounds: Geosmin, C12H22O, plant oils, ozone, O3. Source: Geosmin is released by actinomycetes, a type of soil-dwelling bacteria. Ozone forms from electrical activity or UV light splitting oxygen molecules, creating the sharp, fresh smell before a thunderstorm. Effect: the scent of petrichor activates areas of the limbic system tied to memory and calm. Geosmin is so potent that humans can detect it at 5 parts per trillion. It triggers parasympathetic responses, slowing the heart, deepening breath, and calming the mind. Volatile organic compounds from vegetation. Compounds: green leaf volatiles, GLVs, terpenes, lean, limonene, borneol, isoprene. Source: damaged or rain-disturbed plants release GLVs, signaling growth, decay, or defense. Trees, especially conifers, emit terpenes. Effect: these compounds have anti-inflammatory and anxiolytic effects. Inhaling pinene improves memory, limonene elevates mood, and borneol induces relaxation. These scents trigger the olfactory bulb, bypassing conscious filters to directly affect emotional regulation centers in the brain. Humic substances from soil and decomposing plant matter. Compounds: humic acid, fulvic acid, tannins. Source: as organic matter breaks down in soil and around creek beds, it releases these rich, earthy compounds. Effect: these smells signal natural decay and renewal. Though not chemically active on the body like essential oils, they ground us in time and space, stimulating the hippocampus and reducing default mode network, DMN, overactivity, which is often associated with anxiety and depression. Creekside microbial aroma. Compounds: methanogens, algae, VOCs, sulfur-containing compounds. Source: aquatic bacteria and algae release gases and volatiles, especially during rain when oxygenation changes. Effect: these subtle, mineral-rich odors support sensory diversity and novelty, keeping the brain engaged in the present moment. They enhance cognitive flexibility and stimulate dopaminergic curiosity pathways. Fungal notes and mycorrhizal networks. Compounds: 1-octan-3-L, mushroom alcohol, sesquiterpenes. Source: fungi growing in damp forest environments, especially after rain. Effect: the musty, rich scent of fungi grounds the mind. These smells are associated with ecosystem health and biodiversity, and subconsciously remind us of the interdependence of life. Exposure enhances oxytocin response and feelings of belonging. How these scents influence your brain. Olfactory pathways and the limbic system. Unlike other senses, smell goes directly to the limbic system, bypassing the thalamus. This means it impacts amygdala, regulates emotional response. Calming smells reduce fear and alertness. Hippocampus, associated with memory, natural smells stimulate positive reminiscence and spatial orientation. Hypothalamus controls autonomic functions like hunger, hormone release, and circadian rhythms. Parasympathetic nervous system activation. Natural forest scents increase vagal tone by activating the parasympathetic nervous system, slows heart rate, lowers cortisol, promotes digestive enzyme secretion, improves glucose regulation and insulin sensitivity. Hormonal and neurochemical shifts. Dopamine release. Pleasant novelty, new rain smells, increases dopamine in the prefrontal cortex and reward system, elevating mood and motivation. Serotonin stabilization. Exposure to green, natural environments correlates with higher serotonin synthesis. Olfactory stimuli from these environments support this balance. Endorphin boost. The comfort of familiar natural smells releases mild endorphins, promoting relaxation and pain reduction. Immune system enhancement. Forest aerosols and phytoncides. Source: trees release volatile compounds, especially pine, cedar, eucalyptus, called phytoncides. Effect: studies, notably in Japan's forest bathing research, show that phytoncides increase natural killer NK cell activity, reduce adrenaline and noradrenaline, modulate inflammatory cytokines, enhance overall immune surveillance. Cognitive and metabolic benefits. Mental clarity. Smelling diverse natural compounds improves executive function, working memory, and attentional control. Metabolism and hormone regulation. Reduced cortisol, better glucose metabolism. Increased parasympathetic activity, improved insulin response. Lower systemic inflammation equals better mitochondrial efficiency. Evolutionary and psychological anchoring. Our ancestors relied on these smells to navigate safety, fertility, food availability, and shelter. Therefore, the modern brain still reads them as safe, no threat detected. Alive, microbial and plant health. Supportive, presence of water, life, and food. This creates deep sensory satisfaction and inner stillness. The forest after rain is not only beautiful, it is neurologically nourishing. Final thought. Next time you hike near a creek after the rain, know that what you're smelling is not just water on earth. It's the biochemical language of life, memory, and calm. These ancient scents don't just connect us to the forest. They restore the very systems that keep us whole. Inhale deeply, you are home.